Today we get to look at a new carbon model coming to market. It's from New Balance. It's the FuelCell TC. As always, I'm Nathan and this is my views on the New Balance FuelCell TC. I've got to run in the FuelCell TC for the last couple of months, but before we go into my thoughts on it, here are the specs. A men's size 9 weighs in at about that 255 grams, a women's size 8 about 220 grams. It has a stated 30 mil in the heel, 20 mil in the forefoot for a 10 mil heel to toe drop. In the midsole, it has a full length FuelCell midsole, and sandwiched in between that is obviously a carbon plate. Now, on landings, it's a really soft, squishy landing, but then you find that between the FuelCell midsole and that carbon plate, you get a really nice trampoline or pop forward as you go through your stride. So weight-wise, I can find it's maybe a little on the heavier side, but because you get that softness on landing and then pop on toe off, it really doesn't feel as heavy as the 255 grams. I've been doing some longer sessions in it on the road, and I've also run a couple of half marathons in it. And afterwards, my legs are really left feeling like they haven't been beat up, say in a more traditional race flat. Let's work our way up. So we're gonna go to the upper now. It's a really lightweight, breathable mesh. You can get a really nice mid-foot lockdown. The only problem is there is no tongue loop, so I found the tongue was sliding around in the shoe a little bit, but there is a few holes in it, so I was able to rectify that, lace it through the holes on the tongue, and then it stayed in place there. On the heel, you get a little Achilles flare on the back, which again, I like. I have had irritation through my Achilles before on different shoes, and with this, it really takes that worry away. So for a faster day training shoe or that race day shoe, you really do get quite a generous, roomy toe box, unlike some other race flats, and it's a really comfortable fit. So if you are doing longer sessions or those longer races, your foot has somewhere to go. So moving down underneath, on the forefoot, you can see the New Balance has given us a generous amount of rubber through the front, which unfortunately does add to the weight, but you don't necessarily feel it so much when you're out there running. They've also got a couple of strategically placed rubber sections in the heel as well for those high wear areas. So after some serious wear, I've put in about 250 to 300 Ks in mine. There's still a lot of wear in them to go. Again, comparing them to some other carbon models on the market, they're not as durable. As I say, they're a little bit weightier, so that probably helps in the durability side of it. But for a longer training day shoe or a longer race day shoe, it's really going to give you that cushioning through your landing and then the propulsive ride you want from the foam and the carbon mixture.